Hello.
Squatchers! Episode 42 coming at you. Damn, it's been probably about 2 weeks since 41. It's been a while.
Feels like we haven't done anything since Christmas.
Yeah, honestly, might be.
What time of the year?
It is that time of the year. But we press on. We're back.
We in here.
And let me tell you, it's been 365 plus days since we started the Squatchin Sports Podcast.
Ain't that some shit?
We in here.
1 whole year.
And we're all still working.
we all still got jobs.
All have day jobs.
Oh, man. Well, it's been a bit. So we're going to be powering through this episode. And we will kick it over and stream some effects after. And we won't be on Tuesdays for at least this.
I don't know if it's me or you, but I can barely hear you.
It's him.
Me?
Yeah, you're lagging heavy.
I'm lagging.
Oh, yeah. You sound like you were in a tunnel.
Yikes.
Sounds like we haven't done this for 2 weeks.
If you can hear me, one of you guys go ahead and take it, and I'll fix my stuff.
You're good right now. You're good as soon as we said it.
I'm better now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as we said it, you were good.
That's all I had to do. Why did I say it earlier? All right. Well, yeah.
Apologies for the awkward moment.
Here we are. Let's just kick it in. Let's just roll in. And when I say kick it in, I am alluding.
Could it be?
To our staple episode. Our first ever episode that we created and have continued on with.
Yeah.
It's time for Kicking It With Lip. Double barefoot.
Into jeans. Into Pika shirt. What's up? Boys. We missed a lot of sake.
A lot of sake.
We're already back into the fucking Champions League. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Work's been busy lately, so all the days are kind of running together. I genuinely don't know if this was yesterday or the day before, but I was watching a little bit of PSG match, and dude, they were just making it look like butter for no reason, and they got outplayed the whole first half by Real Sociedad. I ended up not watching the rest of the game, but I saw like 2 goals in pretty quick succession. Like, there was a corner, and the one person in the world that you mark with your best defender on every corner is Kylian Mbappe. And they didn't. The ball deflected, and he put it in the back of the net. And then I don't know who the other dude was. Just hit him with a little hezzy. Like the basketball equivalent of a hezzy going down the sideline, and just got him down the side. Keeper came out, and he just doinked it right through his legs, bro. Nutmegged him for a goal. It was fucking clean.
Damn.
But at the same time, fuck PSG. We don't like French soccer. So, with that said, we can cover the UCL in a second. Let's talk Prem. Johnny Cakes. I owe you nothing. However, you beat my team.
Mm-hmm.
And there's times where I'm really bummed out I can't watch the games on weekends. But there's also times when I'm glad. And this was one of those times because it did not look good. Just on the score line. What was it? 3-1?
3-1, yeah.
3-1, bunch of bitches.
Yeah. Watch that gymnastics meet.
Nice. True dad fashion, watching sports at the gym.
Yeah, as soon as I saw, like I said, I think it was 2-1, and then that's when I was like, that's got to be – they weren't pushing it through where I was watching it as a red card, but I was like, that dude has 2 yellows. That's a red card. And then it was and then it went through, and then obviously they got their third goal.
Yeah. So you guys got a little bit of a cushion there. That's all fine and dandy. Liverpool's still on top. However, City are only 2 points back and have a game in hand. So, like always, it is City's premiership to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I know we play each other again. I'll have to look at the matches upcoming here, but we need some help. Mo being hurt definitely doesn't help. The mid-season drama. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I should know, but it's just been.
What do you say it
It's
was?
been a while, right?
Yeah, they had the African Cup of Nations, and basically, like, you play until your team's eliminated for your national club. Egypt got eliminated, but also largely in part because Mo got hurt. Like, that is just putting the team on his back, bro.
Yeah.
Just sheer willing them to win. Like I said, I don't know how much longer he's out for. Google might. But with Liverpool, you're in a. Oh well, he's back at training. So that's Revolutionary War loser for practice over there. So, written say something. Yeah. Other than that, John, I hate Arsenal. You guys suck.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of us while we're down. Don't really appreciate that. Ian, Tottenham back in the top 4, buddy.
Getting
Back
there.
in the top 4. Let's go. Oh, almost to that participation trophy.
Let's go.
I forget who it was, but there was something wild. Like, somebody beat the piss out of someone that they shouldn't have 4-0 not too long ago. Let me see when that was.
Dude, I mean, I think they lost. I was looking through. I think they lost their last one, but good old Luton went on a little streak there of having a couple good games.
Baby.
They're no longer in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Nope. They're 1 point up on Everton with the game in hand.
Yep.
Let's go.
Keep them in. Keep them in the Prem, baby. Dude, that's one of my favorite times of the year is when the soccer season's coming to an end. Like, yes, you want to see your team win the title, but for me, it is so much more fun to watch the relegation, like, scramble, and then look at the championship and see who's going to potentially come up. Because they, like, the first 2 teams automatically come up, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6 have that playoff. You guys remember that? Almost this time last year. So it's just pure pandemonium. Let me see. I was looking for that match. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, not to step on your toes.
I'm looking for something anyway. So
I think it was 3 weeks ago when Tottenham played Brentford. I think when I was texting you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I asked if they were rivals because it was like real chippy.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're not, but I was into that game. Like, that was like one of the first soccer games where I was like actually like yelling at the screen and like,
okay,
like shitting on the other team.
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was, but I think he scored like the first goal, and I'm not sure why the player for Tottenham was like getting at him. He did a celebration. I'm not really sure whose celebration it was, but he like mocked it, or I guess something like that. And then the whole game started getting chippy, and then Tottenham came back and just fired like 3 in a row on it, went up 3-1. And I was like Penguins scoring goals, like celebrating. I was into it. I was excited. I haven't watched the last 2 games, unfortunately. I think it's been on Saturdays. I just don't work Saturdays anymore, but I was into it. I enjoyed it.
Jimmy, were you talking about Premier League with that game?
Yeah.
It probably was the Luton game.
Well, that might be what it was, and I only saw bits and pieces and didn't see how it finished. But
it was at the beginning of the month. It was, I think, they were playing Brighton,
Luton and Newcastle,
and it was 4-0. Luton Newcastle was that crazy game.
Yeah, it finished 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
But Luton beat Brighton 4-0.
That's probably exactly what I was talking about. That's wild. Just absolutely housed them. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it was at the end of January. Damn, it's been that long since we've done one of these.
Wow, it might have. Yep.
We're lacking, boys.
we're lacking.
Sorry to our faithful audience of 7.
What do you guys up? 2-0.
Bro.
There you go. 2-0 at the end of the first. Pence. Okay.
Sir, Crosby and Riley Smith. Crosby scored 15 seconds into the game.
They'll find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, they will. Yeah, you might. Anyone out there, go take the Blackhawks who have no players to win the game.
Much.
It's Conor Bedard's first game back.
Oh,
So
he is
we'll
playing.
We'll shift to the UCL. Big game 1 of 2 for Lazio. And Bayern got the red card. Lazio beat them 1-0. We're talking about a team that plays in the Portuguese league. Or no, the Italian league, sorry. Took out the perennial German powerhouse. Yeah, I agree. Bunch of bums. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Bunch of bombs.
Bunch of fucking bums. And then everything else kind of exactly what you'd expect. Real won, City won, PSG won. Milan beat Newcastle, which Newcastle just looks like they completely forgot how to play soccer. But that's
Yeah, they look terrible.
yeah. And both in the Champions League, and I can't even believe they advanced. Let's start there. But especially in the Prem this year, after what they did last season, I mean, shit, they're sitting what 9th right now, 7th. They're 7th at 36 points, level with West Ham, but having 18. Oh my god, West Ham is 8th in the league with a -6 goal differential.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's.
I
the
mean,
best.
to be fair on that Prem side, they lost to Arsenal just recently 6-0.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So that does not help you.
It doesn't. Yeah, look in tippy top form. You play actually Wednesday in the Champions League. So Tuesday it'll be PSV and Dortmund. At the same time, it'll be Inter and Atletico Madrid. And then on Wednesday at 3:00, it's Porto, which is the Portuguese team, and Arsenal against Napoli and Barcelona, which honestly, that 4th one might be the best game out of all of them.
Right.
That means the Europa League is coming back to, which unfortunately Liverpool had to settle for, but it's all right. And they're still figuring their shit out for who's going to make it to the round of 16 because of the way that they configure that cup. Yeah, not a ton going on with kicking it with Lip this week, boys. Again, largely in part to the fact that I haven't been able to watch a lot lately. But Saturday we're back with a vengeance. We got 7 games. Liverpool kicks it off at fucking 7:30 in the morning.
Who kicks it off?
Liverpool, Brentford, Liverpool.
Smoke them.
You guys played JJ Watt's Burnley team.
Who?
Ian, you guys. You play Wolves. I feel like Wolves always give you guys a problem, partly because you wanted to pick them, but saw that they
That's
were
probably why.
because they were lacking.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I just hope City just absolutely shits on Chelsea.
I mean, kind of needing City to drop points anywhere they can. So, but Chelsea is a poverty club. They're 10th. Imagine
sure.
$800 million payroll and you're 10th in the Prem.
Mm-hmm. They got lucky the other day. They were down 0-1, and then they ended up winning 3-1.
I wouldn't call that luck. I think they just outplayed them.
I mean, they got 2. They tied it, and they got 2 goals in the 90th minutes.
Yeah. There was a wild game today in the UCL. There's a team I follow out of France.
Mm-hmm.
Was that UCL? No, it wasn't. It must have been league play. Yeah, so they played. I'm gonna give it my best shot, but I don't know if I'm gonna say this right. This was the Europa League. They played Shakhtar Donetsk. Don't ask me where they're from because I'm not gonna click and find out. But Marseille scored in the 64th, and then SD tied it 4 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
Get a notification on my phone that in the 90th minute, Marseille scored to go up 2-1. 2 minutes later, SD scores and ends in a 2-2 draw. The 2 goals in 4 minutes, and then 2 goals in 2 minutes in stoppage time.
Wow.
So yeah, that would have been a fun one to probably peek at.
Who's
but-
who's all out for you guys Saturday?
What do you mean?
Like who's not playing for Liverpool?
Oh, dude, I don't know. They don't really announce lineups until right before. I doubt Mo
I'm
will be
just
back.
kind of surprised that you guys are only minus 170.
Yeah, I don't
So
know. But I mean, Brentford are 14th in the league.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually saw. I forget what league it was today. They're called Young Boys, literally.
Oh yeah,
And the last time I bet on them, there was like 6 goals in the game. So I saw today that there was like 1 goal after like 20 minutes. So I took over 3.5. They literally scored 2 goals in a matter of 5 minutes after me betting, and then 2 in the second
look at
half.
you out here in Swiss football. You
Yeah,
fucking degen.
dude, they're terrible at defense.
Yeah, dude. Because the first thing I think of when I think of Switzerland is soccer.
Curling.
You got cheese, banks, and watches.
And
That's the holy trinity of Switzerland. And staying on wars.
Yeah,
Holy quadrupedy? I don't know.
Yep, sure.
that one.
Is it a word?
That one.
If it ain't, it is now.
But yeah.
All right. That is episode 42 segment, Kicking It with Lip.
In the books. We're gonna slide on over now to the 2 sports that had two sports that had their All-Star games recently.
And one coming
being
up.
the NHL, one being the NFL.
And we have the NBA coming up here next week.
This weekend.
Right. This weekend.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Mhm.
Okay.
Get into it. Let's go to hockey first, since I think that was technically the first one. I don't know. They might have been the same day, if not off the day.
Yeah, I think it was they were back-to-back days.
Mhm.
One was Saturday, one was Sunday. I'm pretty sure. Thoughts?
Awesome. Stamkos just scored a goal. Sorry, he just got his SOG.
Nice.
Speaking of hockey,
Right.
yes and no. So I'm going to be a little biased just because of all the shit going down with Kucherov for the NHL.
With him not trying.
Yeah, he didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be in a skills competition. They said he was nursing like a semi-injury already.
Yeah.
Asked not to be in it.
Mhm.
They still put him in it. He literally told them they could give it to someone else, and they put him in it.
Right.
And so he just skated easy. I mean, I get it from both sides,
Yeah.
but at the same time, if you don't want to be there, give another guy that opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The skills, I was kind of disappointed that I could get the normal game. You know, like when they had the NFL, they all kind of run slow. You know, kind of go through the motions, and everything. I love the format of the NHL. I think it's also great for them because a lot of them don't make a ton of money.
Right.
And I correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the winning team gets $1 million each.
Maybe. You're talking about NHL?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I love the format of 4 teams. They played each other. The winner of each one plays each other for the final. I thought that was awesome. I also love the format of them drafting. Like the NBA does, in a sense.
$1 million towards a charity of their choice.
Right. So that's big. But like I said, I love the draft style. I loved I kind of liked who they had the captains were this year. It was kind of cool because it was in Canada, so it made sense.
Right.
And then like I said, I love the 4 different team format. Like, could you imagine like the NBA is a shootout, right?
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if they did street ball style, like 4 teams.
That'd be dope.
they didn't play 4 quarters. They just played 2 quarters each, and then the champion was, a quarter,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. And those guys played the whole time, right? Like you just did 2 5-minute quarters or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that style. That was pretty cool. But as for the games were good. The skills competitions, good for the young guys. Like I said, that thing kind of made me a little salty because he asked not to be there, and then they still made him be there.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, it was pretty cool to watch on the NHL and stuff. It looked like it was a good time for everyone there involved. I don't know if you watched any of it.
I didn't watch any of it, to be honest. I watched some back, like highlights, stuff like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. For me, it's just the All-Star stuff has kind of just lost its luster. Like I'll tune into it a little bit,
Right.
But like you said, I think it's just geared more towards like the younger fans
For
now,
sure.
like just to see the star players playing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I will say, being a Penguins fan, obviously, I got to touch on it. The criticism that one guy was given Sid for not showing up to the draft.
Right.
That guy can.
Yeah, because he wasn't there, right? He had the kid come out.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, he was skating in a rink in Montana, outdoors, and like he didn't ask to be filmed. Someone was just there and noticed he was there, and they filmed him. And the guy was like, "I'm tired of Crosby not getting any flack for this. He never does media stuff. He always gets away with not showing up stuff, blah, blah, blah." And let me tell you, the other media that like watches the NHL or follows the NHL or even like talks about NHL, we're just blasting this dude. And I loved every second of it.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then,
I don't even know who the
kinda what
guy was
happened
with him.
The Kucherov thing, like the media was blowing it up, and then obviously, you guys have the same thing. You probably follow a bunch of different fan pages, and you see the reason why
Right.
they're at these certain places or doing these certain things. Like, I mean,
Like, first off, it's Sidney fucking Crosby. The guy is
exactly
generational talent. He's won multiple cups. He doesn't need to be in a fucking all-star draft. He's got better shit to do.
right.
Like, and then the guy that he's with was like saying how Crosby's only been to such and such many all-stars, whatever. He's like, McDavid's already been the same amount. It's like, congratulations. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, it's an all-star game. Like, first off, Crosby probably was in all of them. He just decided not to go to some and was injured.
Yeah.
And then show me McDavid's cups. Oh wait,
I'm gonna say
he
this
ain't got it.
foremost. McDavid is not Sidney Crosby. I will tell you this though. I don't know if you did catch a glimpse. He did the skills challenge of the where they knock out the rings in the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Dude dominated that.
Dude, McDavid is phenomenal. I mean, he is a generational talent, and I have nothing against the guy. But like, for that guy to even like just mention for no reason that McDavid's been to more all-stars than Crosby.
And that's the crazy part is like,
what does it even mean?
McDavid and Crosby are probably, I'm not gonna say they're homies, but like that's where people just try to push people apart and make that separation.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just some guy who's just sitting on his chair trying to get clicks.
Yeah,
it worked.
Yeah, but no, like I said, I watched a little bit of the skills thing. They were good. I love the game format. I really do like how the NHL does that. It does make it a game. I feel like they're obviously still not going to blast someone into the wall like they would during a regular game, which I don't think they would either. Yeah. They're still checking each other up and playing.
Right.
But I do think outside of maybe baseball, it's probably number 2.
Yeah.
I feel like baseball is by far, still carries a decent meaning, and the players take it serious.
Right.
Does it still determine who has home field in the World Series?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For the 4-3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm saying that's massive.
Yeah, it's still
that's huge. Yep, that matters for sure.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, you can't really go lax at it. Like you can't relax on a baseball game in a sense. You know what I mean? You can't just throw a meatball to a guy because he's going to put it 400 feet out.
Yeah.
And that's the other difference too, is you got all these amazing stars that pitching and they just throw one inning. So, yeah, that one was good. I don't know if you guys caught any NFL.
Pro Bowl games?
Yeah.
Didn't Tua have the lowest score in the accuracy challenge? The one thing that guy's always talked about for us,
Dude. So I watched the whole thing. I didn't even know it was on yet until Kyle texted me and goes, "Hey, Baker's up." So I turned it on. And I was like, "What do you mean Baker's up?" I thought it was the next night. And so I turned it on, watched Baker. He did well. And then I watched Tua, and oh my God. This man, when I tell you they had the little, like, I think it was I think they counted as 1-pointers. They were I forget what you call the things, the little hit pads.
Robots.
But they have the robots now that do them. Dude, he couldn't hit him. So his coach finally said, "Dude, just aim for the 4. So if you miss them, like, it makes sense."
Well, they weren't going as fast as Tyreek. That's the problem. They were all so slow.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And then
Just throwing Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill all the time. They're fast as shit.
and Hurts awful.
Yeah, not great.
Tua and Jalen Hurts just really showed themselves to why they were out of the playoffs.
I mean, dude, it's a meaningless skills competition.
For sure, but I mean, you still got your target.
Dan Orlovsky in a dress shirt, tie, and dress.
Oh, yeah, he's
high and score.
banging the 10-pointer.
He did.
That pisses me off so bad because Dan Orlovsky was a shit quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking bad. Like, no matter what you do, no matter how accurate your commentary could ever be, you're still going to be the guy that ran a 40-yard dash out of the back of an end zone.
Right.
I fucking hate seeing him on TV. I hate hearing him commentate games.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
dude,
yeah, no, that one was good.
Also not his biggest fan.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. Then they did the what else they had? They had the lineman challenge, which was pretty cool. It was embarrassing for one of them. They were like running through walls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one it was. They were running through like pretty much like almost like a drywall in a sense. One of the linemen didn't make it through the 4th wall. And he was the only guy. It was like a race. You were racing your partner, and it was a race to the end, and one of the guys didn't make it through the 4th wall.
Damn.
So that was pretty sad.
What were the walls made out of? That's important.
I don't know.
Legos.
I obviously it wasn't actual drywall because that's not safe for you.
Instead of Legos.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. And then I watched the snapper challenge, which they put Jason Kelsey in. And he come to realize real quick that long snapping is a little different than snapping. He goes, "Dude, they threw me a long snap, and I was just aiming for 5 every time."
I feel like I saw some of the highlights of like the NFL one, and the like best catch one where they're doing like stuff on like skis.
That was terrible.
And, like, yeah, they're doing too much. They're just doing way too much. Like the stuff they did before, where they were like had to go through like a gauntlet of catches, where like you had to make one diving onto a mat, you have to make one handed on the sidelines. Like that was fun to watch. See how fast you can do it.
Hey, let's throw you off of a wakeboard and see how it works. Like
like what? That's like stuff I do in the back. In the back. First off,
how many times did it take you?
Right, David Njoku sure caught majority of the ones that were thrown to him off the backflips on his freaking skis, because I don't know who was throwing it to him, but they were putting it on the money. It was hitting his hand every time. So like, congrats to that quarterback. But yeah, they're just doing too much with that. It needs to be just like I said prior, just make it realistic.
They had their own quarterback if they were in the Pro Bowl. If not, they picked a quarterback, and it was lay in the mat, do your thing. Yeah, that one I did not like. There was another one I think it was pre-recorded. Oh, the golf one. Accuracy, which was pretty cool to see some of the guys that like were absolutely terrible at golf.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of crazy. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it might have been Ferguson, or it was someone for Dallas.
Aubrey.
Was it Aubrey?
Yeah, he just threw a dart.
He threw 2 darts.
Yeah.
At the green.
Kicker?
Yeah.
Nice.
Who then got smoked in the kicking competition in the JT.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know. I don't think I saw it on TV. I think I saw a video of it. He tried his best.
Oh yeah, I mean it's JT. I mean, what are you gonna do? But then I watched, the All-Star game. The All-Star game was good. it was kind of cool to see actually them win by defense. A play, but it's a normal thing. It was just weird.
Football was a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's better for the fans that are there. They shorten the field, cut it all
I miss
down.
the Sean Taylor days when he was just out there blowing up Buffalo punters, bro.
Who?
Yeah.
Taylor.
Oh,
They show that every year. They're like, no more of this.
yeah. And then
Brian.
what was it one year? Who was the quarterback that just took off and ran it the whole way and didn't even care about tackles?
Didn't Mac Jones do that?
It was Mac Jones, yeah. And then everyone
Yeah.
thought he was so good, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
a Pro Bowl game. No one wanted to tackle him.
Right. Yeah, doing the flag football thing was a good idea. No one
Yeah.
they get to worry about people getting hurt. They were just trying to grab flags and like you don't have to worry about people running out there in pads looking like they're
Dude.
actually trying but not trying.
Could you imagine playing flag football? Literally, you got like JJ, Jamar Chase, and like Tyreek Hill. It's just like, what do you
No
do?
way. Yeah. No way.
Yeah. So no, I liked it. Still doesn't put a meaning on anything, unfortunately, but
Yep.
we'll see. I like obviously them. I think they found a thing too with the Manning brothers. That's about the best you can do with coaching.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, that was a good call.
Yeah. So
Did they do a draft? They didn't do like a draft or anything, did they?
no.
I think they
think
should bring that to it. They should do
Yeah.
like a draft of some sort. But I know it's kind of hard with it being an NFC and AFC. But I think.
I mean, yes and no, though. I mean,
Well, they were mixed, weren't they? It was just Team Eli and Team Peyton.
no, they were mixed, or no, they weren't mixed at all.
It was
It's-
AFC, NFC.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They should. I mean, screw it. Let them draft.
Right. I mean, you don't have
What's
to
the
do
point?
like it doesn't mean
Anything
anything
from it?
Yeah. Doesn't mean anything.
You know what I mean? But we'll see. And then, but yeah, decent. Like I said, still doesn't match up against the other two. I don't think it ever will. I think it probably is one of the bottom ones for sure and meaningless. And then we probably have the most meaningless All-Star game that starts this weekend.
For sure.
Besides Matt McClung, who's going to be in a dunk competition, who I can't
I-
wait to see.
Yeah, I miss whenever they had like one of the big names used to do it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
dude.
Vince
fact,
Carter
they-
was out there, and
Dude, even when they had Dwight doing them,
yeah,
like
You jumped
Yeah.
over the car?
yeah, and then he dunked
Yeah.
on what was it, 12 and a half or something like that.
That's wild.
yeah, like that's what makes like an all-star game. Like it's an all-star game. Like
Mhm.
I know, like good for that guy winning it last year, McClung. You were talking about.
Mhm.
'Cause he got paid more than his actual salary,
Yeah,
but like no one comes to all-star.
and that's the crazy part.
Matt
That's why
McClung
he
dunked
won is because he looked so good, and these other guys just there's no talent to it. Like there's no
Yeah,
like spark.
Right.
So we'll see about that. 3-point competition looks decent this year. Most the same guys. Everyone in the NBA is hoping and praying Steph Curry wins his competition. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Mm-mm.
He's facing the shooter. I forget her name out of the WNBA.
Ionescu?
Whatever, the one that's like perfect, and they did the WNBA All-Star game, and she was like she missed one, I think.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
if the NBA is smart, they're going to have Steph lose.
right.
You want Steph to lose because you subsidize the WNBA, and if a woman outshoots,
Nobody's watching that.
they're gonna listen. They might get one. They might gain one more viewer, but that's one more viewer than they had before.
Who just scored? Ah, Coochie again. Kucherov's got 2 tonight. Yeah, so we'll see. And then you huh?
Did you just say the words "coochie"? Get in.
No, I said Coochie got another one.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if that's much better, but I found out why we're banning Belarus and Russia.
Yup.
But yeah, and then you got the game, and it's it is what it is.
Yeah.
Who scores 200 first? And now they have this game set so bad that like it's 3 quarters of do whatever you want, and then we're going to go hard for a quarter because of how they have the format now. And it's so why even play it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like your think you said it earlier it might have been off air. But like doing the street, like
Yeah.
switch it up to like a street ball type of thing, like a 3-on-3 tournament, like mix it, like just do something different. You don't need to play an actual NBA game.
You can have the same amount of people,
Yeah.
same amount of people. Do
Yep.
3-on-3 tournaments. Each team has, 5-6 players or 6, and you just rotate them 3-and-3.
Yep.
I mean, that's about what each team has is 12 players.
Yeah. I mean, it's all a gimmick. Like that's all the All-Star game is just a gimmick. So just make it more of a gimmick and do something different.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
the NFL did,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's all just for viewership and extra money. Like,
Yeah,
you're
have to make
highlighting the best players.
You have to make it good for this, and like, unless they're literally pulling up from the free throw line or doing windmill dunks, it's not worth watching.
Yeah.
Um,
Too bad they're all too big of a divas now to do any type of all the big names to do anything.
Did you guys see Ian? I know I brought this up yesterday when we was playing with Moment, but they're talking about Pittsburgh getting an expansion team for the NBA, John.
I love that.
I said it would be the only reason I would ever start watching professional basketball like regularly. But my luck, I'd probably be in market and not get the fucking game. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 35 minutes away.
Yeah.
yeah.
So they mentioned it yesterday, and they're saying that Pittsburgh can't support it, stuff like that. But I don't know if that's necessarily true. Like, what all they need to do to support it? You know what I mean? They don't need to build a stadium. They're going to play at PPG. They got to get players, obviously.
I don't know.
Like,
play there.
Why not?
No, they would.
Yeah, why would they not? They have concerts there. They have the NCAA tournament there.
Yeah, that happens everywhere. Almost.
Yeah.
There's a significant amount of pro sports cities that have professional hockey and basketball teams, and they play in the same building.
For sure. I mean, there's a decent amount of, but I'm talking like how they're set up compared to most. I mean, I don't know.
What are you talking about, bro?
I mean, Detroit has it. I mean, I don't know all the other main ones that have it, but there's not a ton of them.
Staples Center, LA, Staples Center,
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Definitely comes forward. I mean, I don't see.
I don't know this for certain, but I'd be willing to bet that the Timberwolves and the Wild play in the same building.
I don't know about theirs. I think so with their teams.
It's just, I mean, it's the same. Like, you're just switching out floors. Like,
for sure, yeah.
Plus, I mean, think about my thought is like think about all the new jobs you're creating now because you already have people go there that work there for the Penguins, right? So like now you have to have people that work there for the Pittsburgh, whatever they would be, and probably some of the same people will work there too, but they have to hire more people to do that. Merch sales.
Pittsburgh's had a professional basketball team in the past.
Yeah, ABA team.
I'm talking about the one that was in the NBA like almost a century ago, but the Pittsburgh Explosion, they were like an ABA team.
Mm-hmm.
All I remember is, you remember that dude that played at WVU back when Pitt was in the Big East and they were like good and West Virginia was decent enough? His name was Kevin Pittsnoggle. You remember that guy?
I think so. The last name sounds very familiar.
He played for the Pittsburgh Explosion. That's all I know about the team's history. Don't know if they ever won a game. I don't know shit else. Played there.
Yeah, I would love it. I know it's years down the road if it ever happens, but similar to you, Jimmy, that would get me into the NBA and watching consistently rather than just betting on games and watching just to win money.
It'd probably make you hate it more.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but
I mean,
I'd
we
watch
already
it.
got Pirates, so it's not like we're completely unfamiliar with having a shit team.
Well, I'm not saying that even if they were good, like I said, I obviously watch them. That's why I've come to like the Warriors so much over the past couple of years, because the only time I've ever been able to watch basketball is late at night, right? And
are you buying the bandwagon right now?
It's just so hard to watch some of it sometimes because it's just, I don't know. It's the seasons are just like the All-Star games. Like there's a blowout every night.
Yeah.
And it's just because, they do this thing now where they don't want to play so many games in a row, but the NBA makes them, and they just don't care when they play.
You guys want to see this fucker?
Woo!
Put me down.
Put me down.
He has defecated in the house 3 times today. A new record, boys.
Dang.
Yeah.
And guess who knows how to go up the steps now? So it's on carpet. This
Hey.
This guy. If shitting in the house was a professional sport, he would be in the All-Star game. Who's your buddy?
He would be the Justin Jefferson of all of the. That's funny.
Okay. As you
Well,
We'll wrap
Move
that up.
on to the final topic, and I guess the biggest topic.
Super Bowl.
Pretty
Yes.
much
Super Bowly.
a non-starter until the fourth quarter.
Uh-huh.
Gotta give people something to talk about on the way out.
Yep. My buddy called it in pure NFL fashion. Everything was kind of just blah, and then the fourth quarter started to pop off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you live under a rock and you didn't know the Super Bowl score or who won, the Kansas City Chiefs and Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl.
I said you'd have to be under a big rock not to know that.
I was for the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I was hoping they were going to win. Don't want the Niners to win the Super Bowl.
Can't have him having 6.
What'd you say?
Can't have him having 6.
Nope, never can. But yeah, I was hoping for more of a it was definitely a defensive game, obviously, until towards the end. But I was hoping for more of a shootout. Hoping for it to be a little more entertaining, but at the end it was entertaining.
San Francisco had every chance to win that game.
They did. They lost it. Yep.
Every chance. And then
And their biggest blame was the whole out of all their outcome, they're just like, we didn't know how OT worked.
right.
That is just blasphemous. That is nuts. How do you not know?
They did. The person they interviewed was their fullback.
Well, it was their fullback and Armstead.
Yeah, of course, Juszczyk didn't know. He was happy to get the first catch of the game.
Did you see the mic'd up for that part? For
On
the
his,
one-off and
yeah.
everything? Yeah, I mean that's it. You can blame it on Shanahan all you want, but that's just an organizational failure right there. You have so many people up in the booth.
Yeah.
Who somebody's got to know. Someone's got to know that in overtime for now it's changed. And maybe they didn't know and they just took it anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I guess you can
I
call
wouldn't
it,
have changed what they did though.
I was gonna say, you can call it playing devil's advocate, but at the same time, how are you going to have different rules for the championship game of the league compared to regular season? You know what I mean?
It's all about for the fans.
Wasn't it?
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you good.
I was just gonna say, I understand it had always been like that, but that was when OT was sudden death.
Right.
Now it just rolls into a new quarter because, not saying it changes the outcome of the game, probably doesn't, but the Chiefs were on the 3-yard line when he threw that game-winning pass to McCole Hardman. They had an ineligible man downfield. They had a lineman blocking someone on the goal line, 3 yards up the field. It didn't get flagged. And had it been any other scenario besides the Super Bowl and that got flagged, it would have resulted in a 10-second runoff and the game would have ended.
For sure.
Right? But again, not saying it changes the outcome of the game. It does move them back. Whatever. Neither here nor there. The Chiefs won the game and the Niners lost the game. So San Francisco had every opportunity to win that game in regulation several different times. They just couldn't put it to bed. The Chiefs were handing them the game the whole fucking first half. The entire first half.
Yeah.
It was here you go. Here you go. And then the other thing that I wanted to bring up is imagine being the schmuck that pulled in his block pull Chiefs 5, Niners 2, and it hits at the end of the fucking game.
Yeah.
Are you one of the most improbable combinations
in the sport of American NFL football.
So I don't know who it was.
But
There
also,
was-
this guy, get down, bro.
There was an analyst that did actually predict that. I don't know who exactly it was. But before the game, somebody had the 25-22. I don't remember who it was. Kyle was telling me about it. He goes, yeah, someone picked 25-22.
Too bad they didn't put money on it.
Right.
In a block poll, I did have AFC 5, but the NFC was, I think it was like 6 or 0 or something like that. So it wasn't obviously anything, but I had 5 for AFC. Didn't get shit for it, but I had it.
Yeah, no, like I said, yeah, weird game, weird score.
Yeah. It's
Go ahead, Ian.
it's crazy to me that the aftermath resulted in the Niners firing the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I don't understand how, like,
You're one of the best defenses in the NFL.
exactly. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Like, it seems like a scapegoat. Yeah, they keep. Yeah, it
Hey, you
doesn't
give
make
up
sense.
25 points in 5 quarters, you're fired.
Right to
How about-
Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
How about
in the
this-
Super Bowl.
George Kittle, though. That man tore it up. 2 catches for 4 yards, baby.
Eating out there eating.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll touch base on it a little bit. It was so obviously had money on it. You know, I know you probably had a little bit of money on it.
Mm.
I had a bunch of people reach out and they're like, John, what are you betting? What are you betting? And I was like, listen, it's a Super Bowl. Your main guys aren't scoring. It never happens that way. Sometimes, yes. But your main guys just do not score in the Super Bowl because they've planned for this for 2.5 weeks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they score, awesome. But you don't bet them. I think, what was it? We had like Hartman. We had Jawan Jennings. Jawan Jennings threw a touchdown.
Right.
McCaffrey had it, but there's no value in that. He was like minus, 10,000.
Right.
But yeah, so
You owe us money if he scores a touchdown.
right, exactly. And so, I mean, some of the yards, like Kelsey's yards were good, but still 72 is, you don't know, right? So at the end of the day, I saw a line, and what I ended up taking, and I think I told you, was the only line I took for that whole game was Mahomes rushing yards over 25.5.
Yep.
And it's because I looked at his past 3 Super Bowls, and his lowest one was like 42 yards.
Yeah.
The man wants to win. He's going to figure out a way to win. Yeah. Did you see that?
What is it, last call in the McCoy basement? What the fuck's going on with the lights there?
No, like it flicked. My light flickered, and then my Xbox turned on. And
Oh,
I
it's like a sneak slasher run!
Dude,
Oh!
and I didn't even touch anything.
I thought I heard a.
Yeah. No,
Is
my
that
light
God saying
flickered.
wrap this up and get on Apex, boys?
It's saying it's out of Apex, man.
Dude, light flickered and Xbox turned on.
Damn, John.
But yeah, no, like I said, I mean, I had all of my buddies like, oh, I took this touchdown player. I was like, you're gonna lose.
Yeah. I did a free bet and I did a prop bet.
Yeah.
On the coin toss. I lost that one. But thank God I bet one of the
You
boosts
took heads.
was Mahomes 2+ touchdowns and Chiefs to win. And that hit at the end of the
I'm
game.
guessing you took heads.
I picked tails.
Okay.
Yeah, so I lost
Nice.
that one. Won it last year, but tails never fails, baby.
Yeah. Dude, I was actually we'll touch on it a little bit real fast. I was reading this thing. I didn't realize it, like the inside scoop about the Gatorade color either. They already had the Gatorade colors penned for each team if they won.
What?
Purple was on the Chiefs already, which didn't. Like some guy literally released. He goes, "If the Chiefs win, I have insight that it's going to be purple for this team, and I think it was orange for the 49ers."
The world, you never know.
Yeah,
The Chiefs
we
love
don't know the 49ers, but the Chiefs did have purple.
I mean, there's only so many colors of Gatorade, bro.
yeah, for
Or
sure.
maybe I'm just overly skeptical, but
So how I think about it, like what I'd want to drink, like I'm not gonna. I don't know. I feel like purple's not the one I'm gonna drink during a fucking sporting event.
purple slaps.
It's heavy on the stomach, though.
I'm a huge lemon lime guy, and then
You're a police officer. No one says
Blue.
the flavor of Gatorade. It's colors only.
Sorry,
Right.
yellow.
You're a fucking
You just
cop.
call me police officer.
You're a cop.
Yeah, you fucking narc.
And then I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you had money on it, but the national anthem.
I couldn't do it. No, they didn't have a PA.
So yeah, we did. So I obviously had the over or the under on it. I think was originally the main bet. I had the over on it, but Reba McEntire held Brave. I don't know if you saw that thing. So at the end of the song, she said Brave, held it, stopped, and then said Brave again for 5 more seconds to get the over. And I was reading the line juice, and the majority of the money was on the under.
Dude, I love them.
You went in Brave too quick. You better say another Brave. I swear to God.
They're in her ear.
I guarantee you, we're the only country in the world where you can bet on the duration of your own national anthem at a sporting event.
Absolutely.
I guarantee it.
America.
Oh,
baby.
100%.
America, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there was. I'm telling you, there were some crazy ones out there.
Did you take the
Yeah,
bet?
I mean, what?
Did you bet on the length of the national anthem?
Yeah, I had a 4-legger. It lost anyway, but yeah, it was. I had the under.
Damn.
So
Well,
it was crazy because the original line was 90.5 seconds.
You put the fucking Star Spangled Banner in a parlay, bro. I can't.
It was 90.5 seconds. They moved it to 95.5 before the start of the game, and it finished at 96.
damn.
Tell me that isn't just Vegas.
Dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's just
No.
Reba. That's just Reba
Dude.
being on top of shit.
There was bets out there to what boot she was coming out in.
Do you think she had some type of insider? Do you think she was allowed to bet on the national anthem? Like, what
Well,
happens if she
I don't
does?
know, they had some recording thing with her, with some other guy talking about how she was going like to hold it longer. It was a fake like thing where she was joking about it, but still, I was
Yeah.
like, she said it was gonna go over.
Yeah, like she can't be suspended. So I mean,
No,
You
yeah,
gotta bet on
can't
it.
actually.
what are you gonna do to her? Like,
What are you gonna do? Not let her sing it at the next Super Bowl? Okay.
right, I'm
Right.
throwing $1 million on me going over the national anthem. Bet that.
Let me say brave 3 times.
Just so,
Yeah, it was,
so brave. Just so brave.
and then what do you guys feel about the halftime?
That was great.
Kind of like
I
I'm
liked
not
it.
gonna lie. I don't love Super Bowl halftime shows, so I went outside and tried to take longer than like I thought would normally take, and it wasn't even like halfway through. That shit was lit though. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I think the
fucking
second
old,
best.
but
All I'm saying is coming out on some rollerblades,
yeah, that was a body double.
dude.
That was impressive.
That was very impressive because he is not young.
Nope. That guy can roll right better. I can walk.
Yeah. But no, yeah, great show, great features they had out there. I definitely did not predict the first song right.
What was the first one?
Dude, it wasn't even one of the main ones on the list,
I can't remember what it was.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
So you bet on the first song too?
I literally did like a $10 4-leg parlay on different crazy bets.
Dude, if you just want to throw money
Under-
away, give you my vendor.
The under
Mm-hmm.
and the under and Reba.
And heads and the Gatorade color.
You're
Heads and
betting
Gatorade.
on the Gatorade color and the coin flip. I can totally understand because that's like fairly related to the game. Reba fucking McEntire pulling out syllables has nothing to do with sports gambling. That is just God.
It has everything to do with gambling, though.
I'm so glad I don't gamble because when we were living near each other, I guarantee you we just sat on the fucking porch and bet on the next color of the car to come by. And we both would miss our fucking rent somehow. We would both be giving money back and forth to each other, and then we'd both end up with none. I swear to God. That's how it would,
Yeah.
that's exactly how it would happen.
Yeah, the car would have got it.
Yeah. Congratulations. You're the 14th blue car to drive past us today. Take all our money.
Exactly. Who just got this empty netter? Please tell me. Oh, Peerbix. I don't even know who that is.
Gucci. Cooch.
But yeah, no. Overall, like I said,
Oh, nice.
it was a good game. Like I said, it was boring to start. I looked at so many different bets to take, and I was like, you know what? A lot of people are on this over first quarter, but I'm not going to take it, which I'm glad I didn't because it was 0-0.
It was a trap.
Yeah.
Trap. It was a trap.
And Ian, did you do squares for the Super Bowl?
I only did the one.
Did you get any of them?
No.
Dude, so Kylie and one of the other girls at the party, they wrote them all up on the wall.
Yeah.
And Kylie, Jimmy obviously doesn't have any idea what squares are.
Right. She just knows.
She's just
right. They have 4 sides.
Yeah, she's writing random names and scores. I'm like, just make sure you stagger them all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, well, how much can I win? And I'm like, you tell her. She's like, oh, I want some. I'm like, no, you don't. and we had one of our guys win a 0-0. And at this point, I'm finishing cooking. I hit the second square. Come to find out, second and third quarter were the same square.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, which was crazy to me.
Yeah.
They scored.
Yeah, they scored 10 points. The Niners,
Yeah.
shit, the Chiefs scored 10.
Yeah. And then obviously the fourth quarter didn't count and went to the OT score. So yeah, it wasn't bad for squares. But overall, that's why you don't take certain players in the Super Bowl, because they prepare for them.
I like how we circle back to that.
Yep. Exactly. So yeah, that's all I got on that game.
Yep. That's all I got to do.
I wish I could have partied with Travis Kelce in the parade, but
Right.
Oh yeah. Thoughts and prayers to the people who got shot. That's fucked.
100%. And shout out to the
Sucks.
homies that really ran over and tackled the guy.
Yeah. Good for them.
Saw it.
Yeah.
They should have beat the shit out of him. Just held him on the ground and just beat him till he couldn't breathe.
Itself, if you take his gun and shoot him.
Yeah.
Right. They should have just housed his ass.
Yeah. This world sucks, dude. People are terrible. Like what? I don't even know what would give you the thought to even do that. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, unfortunately, when you get 1 million people together, there's one dumbass out there.
Yep.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes, don't it?
I hope you
But
rots
your boy,
in prison and
your boy
someone's
Kelsey
bitch.
definitely was sipping the beer heavy during the parade.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they need to do the ceremony speech first and then do the parade.
Did you see Willie Gay?
No.
There's a picture of him just laying in the middle of the road. His shoes are off. He just has his cup of liquor just sitting in front of him. He's just laying in the street like this, just cheesing.
Oh fuck yeah.
I saw
going his way.
Pacheco too. Pacheco was doing high knees and shit with a double, the double styrofoam cup.
That's just how he walks. We had the double cup.
Yeah.
Damn, that man really was doing it for the culture.
Have that ceremony first.
Bro.
These poor guys put Travis Kelce on stage and made him sing a song that he was reading the lyrics off of his phone.
Jeez.
Hammered. Yeah. He made his girlfriend proud. She's like, I guess I'm the singer in the relationship.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, because it ain't him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But dude, it is a sad day that we don't have football for a while.
Yeah.
We'll be back before we know it, boys.
UFL's coming. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. Bracket challenge.
Bracket challenge. Real quick, EA announced the reveal of College Football 25 in May. It's supposed to come out this summer. It's happening.
It's happening.
Oh. I don't know if I've been more excited for a video game in a very, 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 very long time.
Excited.
Yes.
And I already know it's going to be trash because it's EA, and everything that they've done has just been trash. But I just want to work kids with Ohio State.
They need to have the online dynasty mode.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
I hope so. If they don't, it's going to be a travesty.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And they might actually be able to include player names now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was reading. They could with how the stuff works now.
Yeah.
They can't put them in
Remember
there.
all the old games? It was just position and number. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Well, speaking of video games, that ends our podcast segment of this evening. We're going to transition over to Apex so we can school some nerds in the new season.
Or get schooled by nerds.
Or get schooled by, probably the latter. Probably. Yeah. Hopefully a good, healthy mix of both.
Yeah, most likely.
Mix of both.
More of the former than the latter, but we'll see. We'll see. Excuse me.
Hold
All
it
right.
in.
Till next week. Most likely Thursday.
Oh, is Thursday our new nights now?
At least for
February.
February.
Okay.
Until
If we want to get back to Tuesdays, if you guys know anyone like Coshocton that actually wants to go to work for a living,
hey, go work.
That sounds like
in Coshocton.
yeah. So
You think Conrad will cover you?
till next time, guys.
Till next time.
Till next time.
See y'all Thursday.
And the next time.
And the next time. 43.
And the next
Episode 43 coming Thursday.